Okay, we're ready to begin lesson number 1, training session number 3, which deals with goal setting. And although goal setting is a very, very broad subject, as far as Fortune Fast Start is concerned, we just want to just narrow it down to what you need to be successful in your first 30 days. You can expand on goal setting a long ways, and there are a lot of ways and different ways of doing it, but there's just a few things that we need to really concentrate on for your first 30 days. You can learn more of it later. Use Fortune Train. We'll have a whole lot more about goal setting on Fortune Train. But let's just concentrate now and talk about the things that we really need to work on in the first 30 days. Number 1, we need you to really pay attention to your why every single day. You need to read that why every single day. I'm going to show you a form to fill this out with the other way. The other idea is there are 4 areas that you're going to need to really concentrate on with your goal setting in your first 30 days. Number 1, you've got to have suspects. Now, what are suspects? Suspects are people that you would have on your name list. So even though you've completed your name list, what I would recommend you do is make it a habit to always be looking for suspects and have somewhere to collect those suspects. You can have little bitty cards. You can have a piece of paper in your pocket. But whatever you do, become a constant suspect gatherer. Because what you want to do with those suspects is turn around and turn them into prospects. As you get started in network marketing, you're going to all of a sudden see people in a different light. You don't want to hound them and go and what we call throw up on them about fortune. We'll teach you what to do, how to do, what to do, and when to do with those suspects to turn them into prospects. But those prospects are people you're going to contact along with your trainer or your regional manager or your upline to try to turn those suspects into prospects so that you can get a chance to present your business. You're going to start to develop a ratio. So as far as goal setting is concerned, for the first 30 days, you're going to be looking for suspects. And every day, you're going to be looking for a way to find suspects to turn into prospects, to turn into business presentations, to turn into new associates and business partners for your business. Now, one of the things that you might want to use is some sort of a written aid or written goal. A long time ago, about 30 years ago, when I used to teach goal setting, I used to use these cards. See, back in those days, we didn't have internet, computers, and printers readily available and all that kind of stuff. We had to use copy machines and handwritten papers and all that kind of stuff. It was really crude. But this was a little card, and we would write the goal on this card, and then we'd sign it kind of like a contract, and then on the back, we would put down the days that we were going to try to do this. It takes about 21 days for a new habit to form, and that was the concept behind this card. But today, with the printers the way they are, you don't need to go through that kind of stuff. Just use your printer. But I've got a form that we put on Fortune Train that you can download, and it's called My Personal Contact. And it's My Personal Contract, I'm sorry. And what you want to do with your personal contract is make this a contract between you and you. And what you want to have up at the top, we've got a place up here for you to have your why. That's that first goal, is to keep yourself motivated every single day. Keep your hair on fire. I don't have much hair, but keep your hair on fire if you got hair for that first 30 days, because it's going to take massive action for you to reach regional manager in 30 days. And then come down here, and we've got five goals for 5 days. Just try to do something consistently for 5 days. 5 days. You'll be surprised how hard sometimes it is to even do the simplest goals for even 5 days. But your first goal, you're going to do 5 goals in 5 days. So the idea is the first goal is to read your goals at least twice a day. Carry this piece of paper with you or have it beside your bed and read this the first thing you wake up in the morning and the last thing when you go to bed at night, and you'll be so shocked and surprised at how your subconscious mind will start to burn these ideas into your brain, so that during the day, subconsciously, your mind is going to start working on the achievement of these goals. So you got one goal is to read your goal 2 times a day. Your second goal might be, okay, how many suspects can I gather? Am I going to try to gather 3 or 4 or 5 every single day? That's a good goal to go for. That's pretty easy to do, actually. And how many prospects, how many phone calls am I going to make? How many touches am I going to make with people that I think could be interested in being a business partner with me? So that would be a second goal, is how many people are you going to try to contact every single day? The third goal would be how many business presentations are you going to try to get done in that 5-day period? Can you do 1 a day? Can you do 2 a day? Can you do 3 a day? I've seen people do as many as 4, 5, and 6, and 7 a day. Because if they're intensely interested in making regional manager in 30 days, they're going to do whatever it takes. And the idea is to get off with a booming start so that you and your trainer, and I emphasize, and your trainer, don't try to do this by yourself. You know, the old thing is don't try to do this at home. These are professionals. Well, bring your upline in with you. Bring your trainer in with you to help you do these presentations until you become better at doing this. Take the help. That's what we're all here for. We call it networking because we network. We help people help themselves. And the last goal down here is how many people are you expecting to sign up this week? And you can almost use a ratio. You can start out and before long you'll know how many suspects do I need, and how many prospects will come from those suspects, and how many business presentations will come from that, and then how many people can I expect to sponsor into the business based on these 4 ideas, and it comes right off this sheet. So you'll be able to download this sheet, write your why in up here. It won't change, but you'll have to probably write it a few times, and then make a copy of this every week and write down how many of these different goals are you going to try to achieve this week during this 30-day period, which is very, very critical for you to do when you're trying to get promoted to regional manager. This is something that you'll probably want to carry with you. And by the way, we've got a place down here for you to sign it, because I think it's important for you to recognize that if there's anybody you're going to keep a contract with, it's you. That's all you really need to know about goal setting during this first 30 days. And as I said before, goal setting is a very broad topic, and we can go into all kinds of different directions with goal setting later on, but for the first 30 days, use this and use it every single week or every single 5 days during that month, and strategize with your trainer, your upline, or whoever is your regional manager to make sure that you keep combing through here and go after those first 12 people in your group as any way you can, as fast as you can. We'll talk about different ways of presenting the business and all that kind of stuff in other lessons, but this whole idea of setting goals for your first 30 days is very, very important, and it's very important for you to have a way to do it. So that's all we want to say about goal setting for right now, and we'll move on to lesson number 2, but keep this in mind because this is very important for you to get through this first 30 days. Thank you, and we'll see you at lesson 2.